urolithin is one of the molecules, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it, but we have tons of data on this now. But it's one of the molecules that I feel very good about in terms of affecting longevity. This was originally reported by Johan Ower's lab and has been studied by a number of other labs. And among things that we try to repeat, there's some things we can't repeat, some things that have slight effects. Urolithin seems to be very robust in our hands, so I would encourage people to think about that more in their research. We have a graduate student, Stephen Raj, who's working on this, and one of the things we've done is lifespan studies in a range of different organisms now, and it works pretty robustly everywhere. It's already been reported to extend lifespan in worms. We find very significant effects in flies in both sexes for longevity. This has been repeated by Wilhelm Bohr's lab as well. Neither of these data are published yet. We see pretty strong effects on longevity in killifish. One of the exciting things now in Singapore is we have the killifish model up and running, and we think this is a very valuable way of looking at aging. This is in collaboration with another investigator, Ko Tong Wei. You'll see on the right there that there's lifespan extension by rapamycin and also by urolithin. And I'm not going to show much mechanistic data on urolithin today, but if you look at the Western blots down at the bottom, what you'll see is that urolithin also reduces mTOR signaling. And I just want to point out that the vast majority of interventions that extend lifespan in one way or another affect mTOR signaling. And so we need to, I think, keep the mTOR pathway really in the forefronts of our minds when we're thinking about studying aging. We also see a reduction in frailty. So this is the frailty index starting at 18 months of age on the left. And at 2 different doses of urolithin, we see a reduction in frailty. The mice maintain their weight much better on urolithin, and they also have better rotarod or treadmill performance function as well. So there are a number of different health span parameters that are benefited by urolithin A. I want to, before I go on to Gemfibrozil, which is the main thing I want to talk about, I will also say that urolithin is, we've done a lot of mechanistic studies. We think now that we have a target for urolithin that may be underlying these longevity phenotypes. And so I'm not really going to spend much talk about this today publicly, but if you're working on urolithin, we're happy to talk about collaboration and discuss more.